power of mindfulness. In my practice, for my cancer patients and autoimmune patients, I have seen mindfulness work wonderfully. But today, I'm humbled, and we are all humbled here to get perspective from the one and only, the pioneering Dr. Mickey Mehta, global leading holistic health guru and spiritual life coach, or as I call him, Guruji.
Are, Rachna, thank you so much. It
Can we
is truly a
stand
pleasure.
up and have a round of applause for his
Okay,
40
great.
years in the wellness industry?
45.
Normally, people who are very busy, corporate executives, they'll just look at you and say, I don't have time for mindfulness, it's for others, not for me. How do you respond to such statements?
So, my take is very simple. Am I allowed to crack adult, mature jokes here? My take is very simple. The busiest office under the sun is of the United States of America's president. So if Bill Clinton could find time to do things he wanted to do, I'm very certain everybody can find time to do what they want to do, which includes breath, movement, mindfulness, whatever. But saying that, one must prioritize, because if in your mind there is a must, then there is no way your life can take it away. And finding time is very, very easy. All you need to do is prepone your sleeping time and prepone your wake-up time. And for me, mindfulness is not mindfulness, because if your connotation and interpretation is meditation, then that's not mindfulness. Mindfulness is moving in awareness, day-to-day working. That could be mindful. But when you are meditating, that is mindless. Because when your mind is filled with clutter and junk, you are stressed. Your 5 senses and 5 horses take you in different directions. But when you breathe out and empty your mind, and mind the emptiness, as Zen says, as the philosophy of Advaita and the Shunyam quotient represents, is in emptiness there is bliss. So yes, one can find time to keep neutralizing yourself, breathing it all out, and just be and not do, because being is beautiful, doing is destructive.
So beautifully put. Thank you so much. Thank you. On a somber thought, we have a lot of children growing up and being born with special needs, and they are rising in number. What is the impact of mindfulness in their agitation and behavior issues that kids on spectrum disorders go through, and parents are helpless and clueless?
So I'd love to say this in Hindi. जो अधूरे हैं वो असल में पूरे हैं, और जो पूरे हैं हम जैसे कितने अधूरे हैं. It's the way you look at them. You look at them with handicaps and shortcomings in your perspective. In your mind, you are not allowing them to grow. But you look at them with the potential of the sky, and then suddenly you refer to the para-Olympians and see that people without limbs run, without hands swim. Fantastic. Have you seen the lady with the toes cracking the target, pulling the bow and hitting the arrow? So human potential can rise above gods or fall below animals, because we in seed form are gods. So Krishna, Christ, Muhammad, Mahadev, Zarathustra, Buddha, Sita, Saraswati, Lakshmi, Durga, they were all gods in seed form, came in as humans, flowered, blossomed, nurtured, and evolved. What stops you and me? So physical limitations or brain limitations can never limit a spirit, because spirit is never born with deformities. So champions are born out of challenges, and extraordinary are those who know there is something within them which is superior to circumstance. And if a parent sees a child with that perspective, we will not go with the matrix of the medical science.
Yes, very well put, very well put. So mindfulness for that parent is, I don't feel helpless, I will
Helpful.
helpful.
And most importantly, when you sit with your child silent, the child gets into silence. When you nourish yourself naturally, the child will also want to nourish the same way. The future of the medicine is going to be the medicine of the past, as our yogis always promoted, the medicines of consonance of your cortex, creativity, the medicines of resonance of your limbic brain, and the medicines of your coherence of your mind, your head, and the heart. So your electrical charges of the brain and the electromagnetic field of your heart creates an attraction, force of attraction, and makes it one coherence, Kevalya, absolute. And in this absolute, everything grows like a tree. Upwards fruiting, downwards rooting.
Wonderful, very, very well put. Children
ताली
do,
तो बजाओ यार.
so children do what their parents do. They don't listen to their parents, but they will copy them. So he's talking about emulating behavior as parents. Be calm, the child will be calm.
Absolutely. You lead by example, and also
Beautiful. Yeah.
when parents are talking to their children, they are talking. Don't talk to them. Communicate with them. Com means come together.
Yes, very nice.
Communicate. Once you integrate and you look at your child deep into the eyes with lots of empathy and love, in watching there is transformation. वहीं पर क्रांति घट जाएगी, वहीं पर परिवर्तन हो जाएगा, और वहीं पर आपका बच्चा रूपांतरित हो जाएगा. You keep seeding transformation each time you hug the child, put the child's head on your heart. Make the child feel the heartbeat and the connect. And the oneness not just with you, but through you with the universe happens. And literal evolution and growth happens. Multi-dimensional possibilities and probability amplitude in your child's mind opens up. And that is the time you can seed every change. And if change is constant, you and me can become the choreographers of our change.
Very nice. Wonderful. Very nice. What are the specific, distinct changes people will feel with just 10 minutes of mindfulness every day?
Okay, let's call it mindlessness.
Okay.
So literally, when you are mindless, the time is not ticking. Because when you're mindful, you're on the circumference. When you're mindless, you're kendrit, center. You are in sthit pragya. And in the sthirta pragya, which means in the being of the absolute of absolute zero, not aware of the space and time in its linear form, that is the time you lose it all to gain it all. This is the moment of neutralizing, which is the Shunyam quotient. You delve into the deepest space inside, which is called Antar. And Antar is my daughter's platform, which is the platform for the inner consciousness transformational vortex. And the difference you make in the space within. That is where you do the dubki. That is the dubki of your kumbh. Okay? There is no need to go to the kumbh. Of course, you want to go, welcome. But till the time you haven't taken dubki in your own kunda, which is your kumbha, you will not come out fresh and grow fresh like flowers and be fragrant and sweet like fruits. So, please follow Antar, know the Antar, antar.health. Thank you so much.
So
Karishma, you can wave out. Dhara, you can wave out. Dr. Dhara, you can wave out. That's my daughter, Karishma Mickey Mehta. Sorry, I'm using this stage for promoting my own daughter because love knows no bounds. Thank you so much.
Wonderful. So, Antar, go inward for mindfulness to feel fresh.
Mindlessness.
Feel fresh every day.
Okay, mindfully go inside,
Yes.
and mindless, you come outside.
Help us with one technique, one simple technique we can do for 5 minutes daily. Why don't you demonstrate it?
Okay. So everyone in your own chair, relax your spine, keep it easy but not stiff. Okay, there's a paradox here and life happens in paradoxes. So Tao Te Ching Zen says that the unison of paradox is the absoluteness of life, which means if you can't appreciate the darkness, you will never appreciate light. If you can't appreciate the valley, you will never enjoy being on top on the mountain peak. So being in the paradox of relaxation yet being straight. And 80% of your energy is expended through your eyes. So can we have your eyes shut? When you shut your eyes, most perceptions get neutralized because of the theater of the mind gets completely slashed. And inward, your searchlight from outside, outward to inward. And delving within, don't try and pull your breath, don't try and push the breath, don't be the doer of breathing, be the watcher of the breath that comes in naturally and that which goes out naturally, and you become the witness of it, but naturally. So become a drashta. Don't become the karta. Because when you become the karta, karma latches onto you and bites you again and again. But when you become the drashta, there is no biting back. So allow the breath going in naturally, coming out naturally. And you will see that it is happening. You are not the doer. And the moment you realize you are not the doer, the ego gets annihilated, the I gets annihilated, your kama, krodha, lobha, moha, mada, maya, matsara, pride, anger, lust, envy, gluttony, avarice, sloth, everything gets neutralized, life gets naturalized, everyone gets Mickey-mized. And then you give rise to neutralizing your kleshas, avidya, ignorance. Because in silence there is vision and the sight is neutralized. In silence there is clarity and confusion gets neutralized. In silence there is compassion. The criminality in you gets neutralized. So that is avidya. Then asmita, life of multiple identities and masks on your face. I am Mickey Mehta. I am the Guru. I am a male. I am a human. I am on earth. I am an employer. I am the boss. I am the husband. I am the father. Neutralize all the masks. And your defense mechanism of every I and every mask will lead you and transport you into the multi-dimensional we. And you simply remain to be. The I goes and am being remains. Then the second is avidya, asmita, raga. All attachments, I want this, I want that, I would love to have that, I want to achieve this, I want to get there. Because if it doesn't happen, the disappointments come. And you can want it all, but all doesn't want you. So realization of that. Then number 3 comes tvesha. Repulsions. I don't want this. I don't want that. I want to be away. You trying to cut off yourself loose. Then you are in the storm. Because Buddha says that the highest amount of suffering comes with the sense of separation. And celebration comes with compassion and creativity being together. Bound, one, kevalya, the absolute. And last is abhinivesha. That is what? The fear of impermanency. Life is running away. The concept of time, on the wheel of time, but not in the center, becoming timeless, spaceless, in the non-linear world, transcending the dimensions of 4, 5 actualities. And now, 30 seconds of absolute silence. You are dipping inside the shunyam quotient, the bottomless pit. The lower you go, the higher you grow. Deeper Deeper the roots, sweeter the fruits. You are not alone and lonely out there. You are one with the Absolute. Once you drop your guards, you will know that free flowing, free floating, flying is very easy. Deep inside, you are unshackled, liberated of all the limitations. You're born with preconceived notions, and society has implanted into you with your experiences of parameters. Now, when I say I, you repeat your name within your, or you repeat your name loudly and repeat whatever I'm saying. I, Saubhagyashali Bhava. Now, Saubhagyashali Bhava is your chant. You are influencing the field, you are seeding in the field. I, Vivekshali Bhava. I, repeat your name. Tandurust Bhava. I, Bhagyashali Bhava. I, Gauravshali Bhava. You know what the Western coaches always say? Affirmations, affirmations, affirmations. Affirmation is the lowest denominator of the word called sankalpa. I, Sankalpavan Bhava. I, Sakshi Bhava. I, Siddhivan Bhava. I, Samruddha Bhava. I, Bhagavan Bhava. So, start with Samarpan, open your eyes, Samarpan. Then you will get Samarthan. Then you will get Samarth, all capable. Then you will get Saksham, all potential. Then you will become Sakshi, the witness. Then you will have the Sankalpa. Then you will get the Siddhi, and then Samruddhi and Samadhi. Thank you.
That was deep, right? The great thing about great people is that they don't know how great they are.
No. I mean, my daughter doesn't think so.
Thank you, Guruji, for
अरे
such a
छोड़ो
beautiful
यार.
session.
हम तो अभी भी सीख रहे हैं. And I learn from urchins, I learn from people on the streets who also beg. I learn from vendors on the street, I learn from billionaires, and I learn from people on the footpath as well. Because if you are aware, you are just absorbing like a sponge.
Beautiful, beautiful. Closing remarks for this session. Most busy people approach mindfulness with a perspective of no time for it. Today we've learned that most busy people also have high stress, anxiety, poor emotional regulation, high blood pressure, poor sleep quality, lack of exercise, and poor nutritious eating habits. Mercifully, there is mindfulness which addresses all of these. And Dr. Mickey Mehta demonstrated it to you. Please practice this on a daily basis so that you can feel better every day.
And live it also. So my signature sign-off is that, people talk about yoga, but they don't understand that yoga is the confluence of the opposites. Because opposites complement each other. They are not in conflicting position with each other. So Ganga comes from here, Yamuna comes from here. They meet at a point in Prayagraj. Saraswati is born. So yoga births new identities, new entities. Yoga is also congruence of your geometry, physical, with the sacred geometry of the cosmos. You get into a Tadasana, the attributes of a palm tree comes into you. You get into a Parvatasana, you become strong as a mountain. You do Dhanurasana, whatever happens to you. Lastly, most important, yoga is a consonance of your cortex, frontal cortex, and yoga is a resonance of your limbic brain. And Rachna ji, come to me.
Yes.
And just let's repeat one thing. Swayam mein sthit,
Swayam is sthit,
Swayam mein upasthit.
समय उपस्थित,
स्वयं में होना,
स्वयं में होना,
स्वयं को होने देना,
स्वयं को होने देना,
स्वयं में स्वतंत्र बनना,
स्वयं में स्वतंत्र बनना,
स्वतंत्रता का स्वामी बनना,
स्वतंत्रता का स्वामी बनना,
अंतर्यामी बनना,
अंतर्यामी बनना,
ऊर्ध्वगामी बनना, ऊर्ध्वगामी.
ऊर्ध्वगामी बनना.
Okay, thank you.
Thank
30,
you.
30 seconds. 10 commandments of wellness. Commandment number 1, let wellness be the religion number 1, because religions divide, wellness unites. Commandment number 2, join Dr. Mickey Mehta's wellness revolution for a human evolution by clicking on antar.health. Commandment number 3, the best exercise for strong biceps is to uplift the poor. Commandment number 4, the best exercise for strong shoulders is to take the responsibilities of the underprivileged. Commandment number 5, the best exercise for strong legs is to be rooted in humility, to be better rooted in humanity. Sleep every night with a wish to heal yourself. Wake up every morning with a promise to heal the world. And then you can get energized, maximized, optimized, naturalized, internalized, eternalized, revolutionized, evolutionized, humanized, immunized, revitalized. With BW Wellbeing, everybody gets mesmerized. With my Rachna Chhachhi, everybody gets hypnotized. And everyone with Dr. Mickey Mehta gets